like I said, we got plenty of time to work on this, and that's not bad. I think I'll futz with the mouth a little later. Now I'm going to get around the lip here. Now this particular character, oops, don't put your knife in the table. I'm gonna put this little, what do you call it, the old man lying in or something like that. What you could do, I was thinking about that earlier, I should have brought it up earlier, is if you wanted to try out another one and lift the face up a little bit, and then you can have this thing of hair like this, and then of course you have this little goatee beard, and you can have him as Uncle Sam. It's 4th of July firework. But we're moving on here. This is a very dry and very chippy piece of wood. Then I'm going to go around. I'm going to carve another chip. So you got to be careful about prying with dry wood, as you might pry off a little more than you want. Go down a little more. And just keep going back and forth. And then I'm going to be doing some cleanup on this. So the main thing is to just get started. And then let's start the other side. Come around the nose, nostril, that is. Cut that chip out. Make sure it's even. Now I still want to keep this cone shape around the lip. I think we still need to bring the O up a little more. So let's be careful about this on this dry chippy wood. Well, if you're seeing this video, that must mean that I didn't take too much off and had to start all over again. Let's see, what do we need? What's the next thing we need? Now we'll start getting into the bottom. Scratch my hand here. Get kind of the bottom of the lip. Actually, let's even it out a little bit. That's one of the other things that I forgot to mention, is you want to look at this detail, this angle too, for detail. See what is or is not right. Now you could have on the other hand, and you could have it lopsided as to add to the character. You could do that too. And a lot of people say, well, that's what character carving is when you goof up, you say, well, that's exactly how I wanted it. It's not particularly true, but you could let mistakes work to your advantage. In my, I'm gonna kind of round this off just a little bit. In my carving experience, some of the first things I've done was realistic carvings and carving the nude and all of that. The thing is about that is it has to be perfect. I mean, one slip on the knife and it's like it's gone. Or one ding in the carving and it's like it's not good. Now, in order to bring the mouth out a little bit here, I'm going to turn this a little bit. There we go. Kind of bringing the ooh out. Let's bring the ooh out. And we'll also be bringing the nose out a little more too. Ooh. Give it the full look. Now here comes another part that might be a little difficult, is bringing these all around. Make sure I don't make this more rounded than I should have drew a circle as a rough piece of wood. I have to do something about that. But we want to bring this chin out. There we go, a little better. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah, a little bit better. Now you could, while I'm rounding this out, you could probably use your chisel too. What's going to go is, because let's use the chisel on this here. I'm going to round this off a little bit here. Because this does need to be rounded off here, and then we need to round just a little bit here. And it's going to come up this way a little bit to the chin. Am I getting off the screen again? Let me get up there, and I want to try to not, this is kind of a rocky table here. It's kind of annoying. See how that bring that out a little bit, but we still be careful about rounding this area off. I'll show you why. Here, what we can do, I'll show you that. We still want the mouth just to come a little bit, just a little bit there. Now you can bring it up to a smile. I'll bring it up to kind of a smile. Hopefully it'll, if I'm not too late, bring it up to a smile because he's happy with that firecracker that's going off there. There we go. A little happy. And so I want to bring that in. Got to look at it there. I got to bring that in before I start rounding. A little bit of rounding here. Oops, not too much there. Oh, this is really chippy. You can even hear it. I can hear the tear instead of the cut. So that's kind of the difference between having dry, easy to cut wood or stiff wood. Stiff wood, you can put more details in it. Better details, but then on the other hand, you have to work pretty hard to get to that detail. Okay, do just a little bit of rounding off here so I can kind of temporarily leave the mouth. Just round it a little bit. Get the marks out of there. Hope I didn't goof it. There we go. I'm trying to scoop a little bit here. Now this is going to be a little, the top lip is always easy. I always think it's easy, my opinion. Take it or leave it, you know, I think. Put the lip in there. There we go. Now the bottom lip is going to be a little more difficult because the bottom lip actually rounds a little bit. So we got to figure out how to round it without losing the ooh. Get out of there. Get out of there. Yeah, it does come in. Do a little scooping, or like I said, you can use your chisel. When you scoop with your knife, you turn it and push on the knife. Like I said, we'll clean that up a little later in the cleaning up stage here. Okay, I think we're good enough to kind of continue on with the eye area. Now I'm going to, in order to get the eyebrow or figure out how the eye is, I'm going to, now generally the eyebrow would go like about here if he wasn't excited, but since he's excited, I'm going to put the eyebrow comically up there. I mean, the eyebrow does raise when you're excited, but again, let's make this come out a little more, a little higher. Oh, is that really ripping? That's ripping in the wood there. That's a little better going this way. Okay. All right, now I think it would be, now I'm going to do the cheeks a little bit here. I'm going to round the cheeks a little bit. Again, use your chisel, use your knife. Let me see if I can use my detailing knife. Be a little easier on it. Except the blade isn't as big, that's the problem. I mean, it's a little better, but it's just not. I think I'll use it to clean it up. I want to get the saw marks off of there. Yeah, there. So getting the cheekbones on. Well, let me get some of that saw. And we're going to go deeper, and we're going to do all kinds of other stuff after. We're just going to, I always keep saying we're just getting started. I think we're pretty well past the starting stage. Ah, there. Bringing the cheeks up a little bit. Let's see if this will help some. So the cheeks are coming out a little more. Getting there.